What's up, guys? It's Atomic, and I'm back with part 3 of my Skull and Objective guide for the single-player challenges in Friday the 13th the game. Here I'll be going over the easiest way possible, in my opinion, to obtain all the skulls and all the optional objectives in a given challenge. We're on challenge number 3, Lights Out. And I'm not gonna lie, I found this one to be pretty frustrating. It seems straightforward, it seems easy enough, but the movements on the counselors and some of the objectives you have to complete, they threw me for a little bit of a loop. So I'm going to go through this with you guys step by step, and hopefully it'll help you out. Now I will say, in this challenge, it can be completed in 3 playthroughs. You can get every skull, every objective in a minimum of 3 playthroughs. But if you're struggling, like I was at first, it may take you more than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through it in 3 playthroughs, getting every skull, every objective, but then I'm going to show you some variations in case you're having problems with a specific objective. Now there is one bonus here. You can be any Jason you want, and I highly recommend, if you're struggling with a specific part, pick part 6 or really part 5. Part 5 is probably best because of those throwing knives. Now, part 6 has the throwing knives too, but part 5 can also run. That may help you with some of the objectives. But just to show you it can be done with anyone, I've picked part 7. Now, even after his so-called buff, his rework, I still consider him the weakest Jason in the game. Just my opinion, but I think every other Jason outclasses him in some way. But we're going to use part 7 here just to see, yes, we can do this with any Jason. Now we're going to start off easy. We're going to hit the easy stuff first, and then work our way up to what I consider the harder parts. So in this first playthrough, we're going to focus all 3 skulls. We're also going to be able to knock out one of the objectives. So let's get right into it, and, as usual, I'm going to spare you guys the cutscene. Alright, in this first playthrough, all we're going to do is wait. So I have a chance to talk to you guys here. Kenny's movements at the beginning, which will come into play later on when we tackle some other objectives, are pretty random. If you stand still or move to the right at all, he seems to go out the front door. If you go to the left at all, he comes out the back door. Here, I was standing still, he came, so when you're standing still, it could be either or. He could come out the front or the back. Now this doesn't affect what's going to happen here, but you'll need to know about it later on. So what Kenny's doing now is he's going up to this house here. Again, we don't have to worry about that. Once he gets done in there, AJ will leave, and they're going to meet up over here. Now right now, we'll just keep an eye on Kenny, but we'll go hang out over here. So we see Kenny has made it to that cabin. AJ, it looks like she's already on the move to the other cabin. Now we're just going to let Kenny do his thing. We want to keep our distance. Stay away. When the match starts, he will always head on up here. He might go out the front door, he might go out the back. Again, for this first playthrough, we're just going to focus on the 3 skulls. And I said we'll be able to knock out one of the objectives. So let Kenny do his thing in there. He'll be in there for a while. And again, when he leaves, sometimes he can go out the window. Sometimes he'll come back out the door. So you can get close if you want to listen in. Just don't get spotted. Okay, let him do his thing. Pull up your sense every now and then. As we can see, AJ has made it to that next cabin. So AJ's over here. Kenny's still here. Kenny is about to go meet up with her. Alright, looks like Kenny's going out the front door. Alright, he's on the move. We still don't have to do anything. We want them to get back together. There was a couple stalker points here, and on the other side you can look in. In this cabin over here, there's a couple stalker points. You can listen, get in close, see what's going on. Just keep your distance from them. And you want to hang out in the back of this cabin. Do not get spotted. They're freaking out in here. And don't be alerted, AJ's going to say she sees a dead body. And it's like, what? What's going on? Have I been detected? Nope. Just stay calm. You want to wait for them to leave. So hang out here. Looks like they're getting close to leaving. Alright, they're out. Now we're going to follow them. You can power walk all the way. If you want to gain some ground, now is the time to shift up on them in stalk. But I'm just going to power walk the entire way. Just follow them. As you get closer, you may want to hit your stalk, but I'm not going to. I'm going to power walk the whole way. I'm closing the distance. Now, look, they've spotted Chad. Chad has been strung up. They stand together. You can get up behind them. Hit X. Boom. Now again, like I said, to gain some ground on them, hit your stalk, then shift to get a little closer. But it's not necessary. I started following them a little late. I was still able to power walk the whole way. So by playing it that way, we nailed all 3 of our skulls. We killed everyone. We were undetected. And because we performed that special kill, we got our XP goal. So already, we have knocked out our 3 skulls, and we took care of one objective, the first objective. So close. Smash AJ and Kenny's head together just before they escape. So now that we've done that, we're going to move on. This next playthrough, we're concentrating on 2 objectives. One is the hidden objective. In case you don't know, you probably do. It has to do with killing Kenny. The other one that we want to get is moving violation, the second objective. Stop any counselor in their track with a stop sign. Now this is already where it can start to get a little tricky. So I'm going to play through it once and then show you some variations. Alright, for this playthrough, we immediately want to morph over to the cabin Kenny goes to. It's this one with the symbol on it. It's got a power generator symbol on it. You can check out these stalker points, but you want to hang out on this side of the building. That way when Kenny arrives, he won't see us. So you can hang out here, see where he's coming. You can hit your sense, hit it off right away to get an idea of how close he is. As he gets closer, you want to hang out here so that you're not seen. Okay, we can already sense him. You can sense him to see when he goes in, but also listen for the door opening. It looks like he's very close. I'll hit my sense one more time. Alright, he's in. We can walk in after him. We don't need to use stalk. We can open this door without stalk. We can approach him without stalk. You can use it if you want, but it's not necessary. Walk up behind him, hit the prompt, and boom. We've hit our hidden objective, Heartburn. So far so easy, right? Now is when it starts to get a little frustrating. Our next objective is to kill a counselor with a stop sign. Now, as soon as Kenny's dead, I like to morph out of here and go over here. Now, AJ's movements are pretty random at this point. At first, she's in another cabin right below where Kenny is. She will eventually leave that cabin, head to the bathrooms. She'll then go to the cabin Kenny is, find his dead body. You'll lose your undetected skull, but again, we already have that, so we're not worried. We just want to kill her with a stop sign. Now, where she goes from there is somewhat random. So again, she's right here now. She's going to make her way to the bathroom. She will then head over here, find his dead body. She'll then make her way up this road. Sometimes she is right here alongside the road. The stop sign is right here. So ideally, you want her right here. However, sometimes she takes a longer route and goes over here. What I have found is that if I stay to the left of her, so I'm over here right now, she hasn't found Kenny yet, she will stay on the left side. So until she finds Kenny's body, you want to stay to the left. If you were over here or anywhere else, she would come up the road on this side a little too far away from the stop sign. So we're just going to hang out here until she starts moving, and we'll see which route she takes. And you want to back off as far as possible until she finds Kenny, because again, we want her to come up on this side of the road, the left side as we look at it, because the stop sign is on this corner. If she comes up on this side, she'll be coming up here and go out here. It's too far of a distance to grab her and take her to the sign. Alright, she has found Kenny, so we can start moving. We can sense her. As we get closer, we're going to hit our stalk. Again, it's not necessary. It's okay if we're detected. But we'll see what she does. It looks like she is on our side. So we're close. We've hit our stalk. Let's try to land the shift grab. We got lucky. We hit it. We can take her right to the stop sign. Boom. So again, that one, I don't consider that easy. It may look easy. Maybe you guys are great with your shift grabs. But again, I want this guy to be for everyone. And if you're having problems, that could be tricky. So what I'm going to do now is play it again. I'll spare you the Kenny kill. But right after I kill Kenny, I'll show you a different variation. Alright? Alright, now that Kenny's dead, we're going to morph to the stop sign. And we want to lay down a couple of traps. Hopefully, she will land on them. I like one right about here. So it's kind of like in between the stop sign. But again, we'll put one here too. And we'll try one. You know what? We'll put one there. So again, if she comes on this side of the road, hopefully she lands on that. Now, let's morph out of here back to this side of the road. Think of it as you want to be behind AJ. So you can see behind her, to the left of her. So if you see those bubbles, you want to stay to the left. I have just found that that is a greater probability to get her to travel on the left side of the road. The side of the road that has the stop sign. We have lost her now, but okay, we're still behind her. She could be in her original cabin. She could be in the bathroom right now. We'll know when she has found Kenny, because we'll get that undetected prompt to pop up. And it looks like she could be close. It looks like she may be going in now. Again, I want to stay to the left of her. Nope, it looks like she is going to the bathroom right now. Again, I don't know if she grabs a med spray in here or what she does. I'm just stalking her from a distance. And okay, now I can sense her. She's definitely in that bathroom. She is in there. Now she will make her way to Kenny, find his body. So again, I'm going to hang back. Okay, she has found it. Now I can get a move on. Now let's see if one of our traps get her. It's still best. Remember, it's not this opening here, it's the one up here. It's still best, I have found, to shift over and try to grab her. And if she lands on a trap, good for us. Alright, she's in position. Alright, that time, would she have walked into one of our traps? Not sure. I will show it to you one more time. And we'll see, this time I'll let her go and see if she lands on a trap. But again, if you have Jason 5, you've got more traps. And I'll be talking about Jason 5, more specifically throwing knives, in my next little playthrough of this. So again, I will run this one more time. I'll skip the Kenny kill. I'll let you see Kenny die. And we'll try to get her in a trap. Now that Kenny's out of the picture, let's lay down our traps again. Remember, she comes up like right along here. So we'll put one again, like right here. We'll put one slightly behind it. And we'll put another one right here. Again, she can circumnavigate these. She's a little freaked out. But the key is not being spotted by her. So even though you're detected, she's not in full sprint because she hasn't seen you. And again, if you're using Jason 5, you can throw down 5 traps in that area. It will just help in getting her to stop. And if you're up next to her, again, you should already have, well, it doesn't matter. We're not going for undetected. She's going to find Kenny's body. Now look, there are some other ways that you can do this. You can just wound her and slowly but surely carry her up to the stop sign. I just think that takes way too long. Again, ideally, you want to make sure she comes up the left side of the road. I have found that the best way of doing that is by sticking to the left of her, staying behind her. Okay, she has already found Kenny, so we're going to have to morph up here. And we'll see if that affected her movement at all. It doesn't look like it. It looks like... And we'll see if she hits a trap. Ah, that time it did not work. I don't know if it was our morph or what. So in a situation like this, you can hit the rock. If she comes up this side, this is all you can do. Get by her. Now she's stuck on a rock here, but ideally you just want to wound her. Now this, she's going to break free before we get up here. Again, you'll have to grab her again and take her to the stop sign. Remember, she can take 4 hits, weapons or knives. So boom. So guys, that's all I'm going to show you. Ideally, you want her to come up the left side. I was a little unprepared that last time. I don't know if my morph affected, or again, if it is just random like that. But if she goes up the other side of the road, you have to hit her with knives or your weapon, wound her, and carry her to the stop sign. That's why I suggest Jason 5. He can run, he can hit people with knives. Now we still have 3 more objectives to go. We have to kill a counselor in a door. We have to prune them. This is putting them up on one of those trees where you rip their arm off, not hanging them on the tree. And we also have to beat the challenge within 2 minutes. So let's go ahead and tackle that now. Now for this to work, we need Kenny to go out the back door. So I head up here towards the stalker point and see what he does. It looks like he is going to the back door. I had initially said that you could kind of get him to go a certain direction based on where you were. It does seem to be pretty random. You could walk up here, he still comes out the front door. So ideally, you want him out the back. If he's coming out the front, you may as well restart. It's better than the alternative, which I'll talk about in a minute. So once he is going out the back, we're going to hang out behind this rock, and we want that tree in the center. As he gets closer, we're going to try to shift grab him. We nail him. This tree is perfect. There is another one. I like using this one. Now, as soon as he's dead, we're going to walk right into the house. We're not going to fool around. We need to grab AJ. So she's in the back right now. Let's get up closer. We hit our stalk. She's in the back bedroom now. Now, she jumped out the window. She saw me. I have time to open the door, grab her, and stuff her in. Again, it seems a little jittery there trying to pull off the kill. So even though that was not ideal, we have now completed every skull, every objective in 3 playthroughs. Our first time through, we got all the skulls, we took care of an objective. Our next playthrough, we got the stop sign and the hidden objective. In this playthrough, we did the pruning, we did the door jam, and we completed it in under 2 minutes. So there you go, guys. But I'm not done yet. Unfortunately, that was an ideal playthrough, and not even a true ideal playthrough. Because again, Kenny's movements, they're pretty random at the beginning. You don't know what he's up to. He could come out the front, he could come out the back. So these final 3 objectives, the 2 minutes, the door, the pruning, you may be better off tackling them solo. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to play through it randomly, see what happens, and see what I can do. You know what, in fact, right now, I'm going to try to kill everyone within 2 minutes, because I'm not sure of this, but I thought the first time I played through it, I completed it in 1:29. And for some reason, not 1:29, that's what I did right now, 1:19. And I didn't think I got credit for completing it under 2 minutes. So let's go through what happens when things go wrong. We're just going to focus now on completing this in under 2 minutes. So to complete it in 2 minutes, I suggest just bum rushing the house. Get right up in here and start slashing. It takes 4 slashes. AJ's already wounded, so we should be able to get her. Now we got to morph ahead of Kenny. Oh. And again, this is where I was talking about Jason 5. Your knives will help. So again, not ideal there, guys. But let's see how fast we completed it. As soon as you go into that house, they're alerted. They start running. We got that in 39 seconds. Not my fastest time, but it is faster than the times I've done it with 3 skulls. So I suggest just bum rushing, start slashing. Now unfortunately, if they could get away, you're going to need to land a shift grab. If not, you can shift up closely on them and then start hacking. Once you take out one counselor, you then can grab the other one and kill them. So let's try it one more time. Again, we're just focused on the 2 minute mark. So again, we're just going to bum rush the house and start slashing. I like slashing right away because even with the fastest grab kill, they seem to have plenty of time to get away. Now we're going to have to morph ahead of them because we shifted right away. See, the first slash won't get him. Luckily, he came back to us. And boom, we killed him. Now let's see. That one looked a little quicker, but we'll see how we did. Alright, 30 seconds. So again, if you're struggling with that, bum rush the house. Like I said, I thought I completed it under 1:20 once. I didn't get it. So just bum rush, slash away, you should get it. Now, the final thing I want to talk about is that door jam and pruning kill. What if you can't land that shift grab? Let's go into it, see what we can do with Kenny. So initially here, I'm going to let Kenny get away and point out the 2 trees for you that you can do the pruning kill on. We'll see what Kenny's up to. He's coming out the front. So it's this tree right here. And there is one over here. Right here. So these are the 2 that you can get Kenny on. Again, it's ideal that you go after Kenny. Now, right now I'm assuming you need the door jam too. So AJ's in there. I think she is ahead of us right now. We're going to wait for her to open the door. We've hit our stock. There she goes. Now we can get behind her. Now this 1 bedroom door, I have trouble pulling off the door kill on. We'll see if I can do it this time. Nope, it doesn't work. You have to take her back to this door here. So again, the door jam is easy enough. If you just concentrate on that in one playthrough, it's fine. But what about this pruning kill? Again, if you can't land that shift grab, it's going to be a lot more difficult. You basically have to wound Kenny and drag him to one of those trees. So again, we'll see where he comes in. Sometimes he'll be able to detect us early and start running. Ideally, we want him to come into the house. Now where he comes in, that affects things too. Right now it looks like he's going for the back door. Yep, there he goes. So we'll see if we can get a knife off. So there's one knife. Alright, that time he didn't run out. He wants to lock up. Alright, he's going out. Let's see if we can drag him over. And we can still get one more hit on him. Let's see if we land this knife or not. Nope, we missed it. So now we have to drag him all the way back to the tree. Let's grab him and start taking him back. We want him to go in this direction. Come on, Kenny, let's go. Meet your fate. There's that tree way up there. We don't have time. Again, we've hit him 3 times, so we don't want to hit him again. Now, it looks like we're in good position. If we can land one of these grabs. I tell you guys, this new grab is really throwing me for a loop. Again, I don't think we're going to have time to get him up here. But there's that tree right there. Again, you want to look for the skinny trees. And I'm going to let him go, just in case I wouldn't have been there in time. Now he's in a better position. We can grab him. Now we can get him over here. So just take him over. Finish him off with a prune. So again, if you guys are struggling with the prune, ideally, you want him to come out the back door, but it's random. But if he comes out that back door, you can shift grab him right by that tree. If you're struggling with it, you gotta wound him and slowly but surely carry him over to one of those trees. So that covers just about everything, guys. I hope you have found this informative. If you're struggling at all, I can tell you, this took me a long time to put together. Alright? This is, I don't know, I'm going to have to do a lot of editing. At the end, it may be a 10-15 minute video. I sat here for hours trying to put this together, just to show you different scenarios, what to do. Hey, if you're landing these shift grabs and the counselors are cooperating with their routes, it's simple. Again, the keys to remember here are AJ. Hopefully you get her to come up along the left side of the road, right by the stop sign. There, you can grab her, kill her. Or maybe you can get her in a trap. What I didn't show you, well, I kind of did when she went to the right-hand side. If you have to, you got to resort to it. You wound her, you carry her over. I then showed you a kind of ideal run where I was able to get the prune kill, get the door kill, and complete it in under 2 minutes. But again, if you're struggling, you can bum rush the house, slash away, you can get under 2 minutes. The door kill is pretty simple. You guys shouldn't have problems with that. But that pruning one, yes, it's ideal to shift grab them right by the tree. You can kind of, if you want, you know, he went to the back door there in that last playthrough. You can hang out once you know he's going to the back. You can go out the back door, shift grab him as he's coming. Boom. He's right on that other tree that we did finish him off on. But if you're struggling, slash away, hit him with some knives. And again, the more knives, the better. They're wounded. They can stay in the grab a little longer. You can take them over to the tree and prune them. Just remember, it's usually 4 hits. Any combination of a slash and knife is what it takes to kill a counselor. So you only want to hit them 3 times. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope this helped at least someone. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.